First, he is the challenger, one half of Ross & Son. He calls himself the good neighbor. He is John Ross.
A guy that probably goes out and does God knows what with Lord knows who. I hate this man.
Yeah, I wouldn't stare him down too much. I don't want to talk for you, Jimmy, but, man, the beating you've been throwing on these guys lately, it's not a good piece of advice. Next, his opponent, one of the most popular competitors in Imagine Live and Imagine Wrestling, period. He is also the current reigning and defending Imagine Live champion. He is the sideshow psycho, Malaki Gage.
This is his circus, and he is the main performer, the Imagine Live champion.
Yes, sir, man. I'll tell you what. If this fight is anything like the fight the two of these guys had last week, you guys are in for a treat right now. They tore into each other 7 nights ago, and you have to wonder if some of those residual effects are still lingering from 7 days ago. This thing here has just been personal. I mean, really quick. It's hard to not get personal when it comes to John Ross, though, right?
Yeah, he's in there wasting a ton of time adjusting his knee pads, trying to talk small talk with the referee again.
Yeah. I don't know what his end game is with all this conversation with the referee. I mean, you're not going to curry favor with a guy like Chris. He's always down the middle. One of the absolute best and fairest referees in the independents. This guy could referee on television right now if he chose to.
Absolutely.
He's that good at his job.
Very intelligent man, referee Chris. I'll tell you who's an idiot. It's John Ross with the gong and dash, runs in there and just eats turnbuckle.
Oh. Got himself off balance, did John Ross with that shove off, and ended up flat on his back with a shoulder tackle. Caught him again. John had the momentum coming in. Malaki Gage just too much force, too much strength. Up and over again. Goes for a clothesline. Ducks, does Malaki Gage. And another shoulder block. And Malaki Gage is on point right now.
Sense of urgency. John Ross coming up completely dry.
I don't think I'd walk over here, John.
Keep that commentary over there. Keep it to yourself.
He is not going to interfere in this match. You have nothing to worry about.
Here we go. Yeah, hit him again.
Shots.
Oh.
Come on now.
2.
Got a bottle of water. Malaki needed a drink. Oh, he spit the water. Is that legal? I'm not sure. Referee's discretion there. He lost vision and lost sight of where he was going with that elbow. Banged down hard into the ground. Big boot. Johnny tried to block it. Not able to block that shot, though. Down to the ground goes the good neighbor, John Ross. And a long 2 count early in this match. I mean, real long.
Real long 2 count. John Ross feeling the effects. Is that he has come up completely dry thus far. Tried to ram Malachi's head off the table. Got nothing.
Right he got that one, though.
Right there.
That judo shot right into the collarbone area. An effective maneuver. Both Ross boys are using that. Oh, my God. He turned him inside out on what looked like an attempt at a back body drop, and then landed him on his knees and his face. That's the kind of offense that's hard to prepare for.
It looked like John Ross got ejected out of a car wreck right there.
Man, oh, man, what a rough landing. Let's see if he's able to keep things going. Duck underneath. Caught him. Oh! A maneuver I used for a long time back in the early 2000s. I always called it the bareback. It's sort of a stunner type maneuver. You jack a guy's jaw, and effective nonetheless. All right.
Almost takes out our camera with a sweater.
Sort of a neighbor's elbow there, up and over. Can we call the spade of spades here? John Ross is a dork.
Yeah, big time dork. So's his son. I'm going to beat them both up. Much like his son here, applying a body scissors. Interesting tactic. Not a move you see that often.
An effective move nonetheless. You know, you're much stronger in your legs than you are in your arms. You see guys often go into a waist lock. But if you can get in position to get a leg vice on somebody, you know, there was a time in the business, this was a match finisher. Absolutely. Guys like Killer Kowalski would end matches with this.
Oh, beautiful reversal there. Malaki Gage pushing his shoulders down, forces him to abandon the hold.
Oh, double sledge right in the forehead. I called that a double sledge. Gregory was very upset about the idea of me calling that a double sledge.
What did he call it?
I don't know. An idiot slap. He's so stupid.
Neighbor John Ross, the upper hand here, up on the vertical base, trying to catch his breath.
Speaking of that, Gorgeous Gregory, the heavyweight champion, of course, as soon as this match concludes, we're going to see Gorgeous Gregory. We have not seen Chris Coleman walk in the door yet. I know last I spoke, 7:45 was sort of the timeline, so he could be walking in here at any minute now.
Chris Coleman's Viking ship's stuck in traffic right now.
Maybe.
Making his way to the building here.
It's hard to get that up 7th Avenue. That ship is so big.
Absolutely, and when he does get here, we'll be filming that in panoramic view, widescreen, to get Greg's ginormous head in the camera
Yes.
all in one frame.
Big old fisheye lens.
Yeah.
There you go. Talking about a fisheye, this, you got to admire the eyes right now of neighbor John. He is zeroed in on his opponent, and it's taking it to Malaki Gage in a way that is sometimes very unpredictable. This guy has been within an eyelash a few different times of winning the heavyweight title.
Neighbor John's still yelling my name. Malaki Gage's eyes are starting to fade. They look like two pea holes in a snowbank right now.
Oh, there he goes,
he's starting
finding
to
a little
come
bit of second wind.
He's got an
counters
arc
through. Shot from underneath, right in the solar plexus. Another one trying to get away. Yanks him down by the arm. We undervalue how important that wrist control is in a wrestling match. Amateur wrestlers do not undervalue that, but sometimes in pro wrestling, guys forget their basics. John Ross did not forget the basics of good, strong wrist control right there. I like that. I don't always like what he does, but I like that maneuver. I like the wrist control.
Interesting offense, as usual, from John Ross.
Trying to find some strength to get out from under this avalanche that he's been feeling to this point. Malaki Gage has been really sort of pounded down in a way that, I would say, not for nothing, the attack by you last week, and I know we saw James Ross get caught in that small package, but it has lit a fire under Ross and Sons, and they've looked as good the last 2 weeks as I've seen them in a while.
Yeah, despite all their weirdness, these are former tag team champions. I've fought John Ross on numerous occasions. Very tough individual, a lot of life experience there. He's just a weirdo.
Yeah, it's able to sort of shrug off that chin breaker a bit, though. He does have that titanium plate in his chin, and I think it saved him there. He has two titanium plates in his jaw as a result of a broken jaw. Oh, big cross body. We saw the Alpha Rick Matthew used that to great effect a few weeks ago at volume number 38, and now the neighbor John Ross going into the book. And, I would say it's almost a slap in the face of the watch, his tag team partner, to use, his partner's move against him.
Absolutely, a low cross body there. John Ross, not a bunch of ups. He says Kobe, but he stands around more like Larry Bird. He's got them feet planted.
Hey, don't knock Larry Bird. That guy could ball. Whoa! And you want to talk about a guy that can throw down right there. Neighbor John caught him with that, what Manny Fernandez always called a skippy punch. But, I've seen these thrown in judo matches before, and they are effective, man. If you can catch a guy hard enough, you can knock the wind out of him, and that may have been the case right there with that shot.
Almost a combination of a chop and a punch. Legal strike, by the way.
Beautiful
Legal
palm
offense.
thrust. I mean, you don't see it all the time, but, man, it's a wonder, We often feel like some of these guys on TV are watching our stuff and ripping us off. I can't imagine it's going to be long till we see a few of those guys ripping that judo thrust off, because it is an effective maneuver.
Neighbor Johnny, beautiful ring position there with a side Russian leg sweep, floated right over for a pin where he winged his guy's arms out above his head. Very difficult.
This is how the match nearly ended last week. Jimmy, stay right here. Stay right here.
I might have to.
You gave us your word, man. You gave us your word. Yeah, just.
Never used to fight.
He used it last week. Used it last week.
You don't use this. All right.
Oh, caught him. There's the backbreaker. And now, if all things are equal, this may be the opportunity for Malaki Gage to gain his second wind and find a way to possibly build some momentum. You see the fire in his eyes. You see the fire in his face. It's maybe the opening that the Sideshow Psycho has been looking for. Block. Punch in the guts. Another shot in the solar plexus. Malaki Gage starting to build some momentum. Ducks the line. Big back elbow. And caught all that right under the left ear. Starting to build more momentum here. Big European. Not moving well, though. Those ribs have been beat up pretty hard. Let's see if he can keep the momentum building. Whips him across. Another big European. Now that strong line in the corner sets him up. Ducks a line and comes back the other way with a Stan Hansen style lariat. And he has all the momentum and all the fire right now. This could be it. Sets him up for the murder ride. Oh, my God. These guys, come on.
Oh, Malaki beats him to the punch, though.
Come on. We were in the middle of a great match. Oh, my God. I almost said the curse. Jimmy, hey. Hey. Come on now. Come on. Hey, we need some help out here. We need some help. It's a 4-on-2 assault. Still working over Jimmy's foot. Here comes Jake Wiley. Here comes Braden Elliott to break these things up. Good. There we go. That's what we needed. We need a little bit of control here.